Welcome back to Sunrise Daily, and Margaret Okonkwo, the State Traffic Officer, is still with us in the studio. You did see that picture, those pictures we just rolled. And I was wondering that why were they paraded bare-chested?
They were paraded because they took one way.
No, I mean bare-chested. Their shirts were taken off.
Yeah,
is that part of the operation? Is that right, to take people's shirts off when they're being paraded?
Yes, actually, if we want to put you in the cell, we want to detain a suspect in the cell, his shirt will be removed, and other dangerous weapon with him will be taken out.
But the shirt is not dangerous.
Actually, they use the shirt to commit suicide, but use it to do any other thing.
Or it can be used as a weapon, that's the reason why.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, Malkwe has some questions. Let's take in some questions from Malkwe in Abuja. Malkwe.
Well, thank you, Gimba. There are definitely questions, as to, well, while in the cell, there might be reasons for taking off their shirts, but when they're going to be paraded or taken to court, do they still stand that danger? Shouldn't they have been given some dignity by being given their shirts?
Yeah, if they want to take them to court, their shirt will be given back to them, their property will be given back to them so that they can go to court, but when they come back, they will remove their shirts.
Okay, that's on the one hand. The questions have been raised concerning capacity. People say that one of the reasons why disobeying traffic laws is very rampant is because people know they can do it and get away with it. How has the police capacity or the law enforcement agencies' capacity been boosted to ensure that they're able to get more culprits, and not just the kind of drivers that we're seeing? They look like mostly young men and danfo drivers, but also even people who are supposed to be who are supposed to know better but still don't do any better. Actually, we have other agencies. We have the task force, the police, that can assist in arresting the culprits. Some of them are very violent, some of them are very aggressive, especially the danfo drivers. So the task force also assists in getting them arrested. And when this is done, we'll now charge them to court accordingly.
One will wonder.
Before now, I mean, before now, there had been talks about how between the police and I think LASTMA, they were also asked to, concentrate more on ensuring that ensuring the free flow of traffic. How has this directive, hampered in any way the morale of those who enforce traffic laws? Do you think that people bank on that directive given by the state governor to flout traffic laws and say, but your focus is supposed to be on controlling traffic and ensuring that there is free flow rather than, enforcement? Actually, if Lagos State drivers can obey this Lagos State traffic law, there will be no arrest. But when the free flow of traffic is going on, you discover that some of these motorists, they disobey the traffic laws, they disobey the traffic rules, even the traffic light. They drove against traffic, and such people cannot be allowed to go scot-free. They must be arrested and they must be charged to court. So we Lagosians should obey the traffic law so that they will not be embarrassed, nor arrested, nor charged to court. So they should maintain the lane which they're supposed to go, not driving the other way.
Okay, because a lot of people are concerned about this state traffic laws and what it portends for Lagosians, one of which is, do you put in consideration the state of the roads themselves, the health of the roads themselves? Because one will wonder and say that since there are just so much potholes on the roads, people are then compelled to drive one way.
Actually, there's a lot of pothole in Lagos, and the pothole does not warrant them taking one way. But if you arrest them, they'll tell you that because they were dodging the potholes, and that is not good enough.
Oh, they actually tell you they are dodging the potholes?
Yes, they will say, madam, please, you can see a big pothole in front. We were just trying to dodge it. That's why we took this one. I said, no, you maintain it. The other side, which is a pothole, that's the incoming vehicle, people are still taking that very way. You understand? So you don't need to leave your lane to this other lane, or you don't need to drive against traffic. It causes a lot of danger. So
what are you doing about the road situations, or the health or care for the roads? Because we did have very recently about 5 multiple accidents very close to our office here along the Kara Bridge, and it was attributed to diesel spill even on the road surface, and then water came in contact with it, and just so many accidents and people died. Does this law take into consideration what must be done about the surface or the care of roads, and what kinds of remedial efforts do you have, or should I say, to help people, say people got killed in an accident or are injured in an accident? Does that law take into consideration how those people should be compensated?
Actually, is the federal government. The federal government, the route, all this like the expressway maintained by the federal government. And our duty is to make sure that traffic flow in the, on Lagos Road. And if you discover that if there's accidents, we rush there, we take them to the hospital, we make sure we do our best to give them life, first aid, by taking them to the hospital, rushing them at their first instance so that we can revive life. But the road maintenance is for the federal government.
Clearly so. I want to thank you so much indeed. Margaret Okonkwo, State Traffic Officer for Lagos State Traffic Command. I want to thank you so much indeed for talking to us on Sunrise Daily. We'll be back after these messages. Join us again.